terrorism bill press.
Mr. Bremer, as Americans, all of us feel somehow we've been victims or wounded by these attacks, even though not directly. But for you, there was a very direct personal toll. Your company, Marsh McLennan, located in the South Tower of the World Trade Center. How badly were you hurt, and what is your company? How are you dealing with this?
We don't have final numbers yet, but we've obviously lost several hundreds of employees in this attack.
Your office was located in the South Tower. Where?
Most of the people who were missing were in the South Tower, the high floors above, really at the place and above where the second aircraft hit.
And how many did you have working there?
Well, we had a total of about 1,700 employees in the two buildings.
Of which, how many are accounted for now?
We can account for all but about 450.
450 missing among that total that Wolf gave us a little earlier. A lot of us, the question that I hear from people that I talk to is, and I'm sure to some of your employees too, how do we know it's over? I mean, the people who are in those planes are dead,
yeah,
but we haven't found the person who coordinated the attacks yet. There's been not one arrest yet of any other suspects. We know there must be other people in this country. Isn't it pretty clear that they are here and that they could very well strike again and that it's not over?
Well, I think it isn't over even, I mean, I would say it wouldn't even be over if we had already arrested all the people who did this, because we are, you know, people talk about this being another Pearl Harbor, and in a way it is in this sense. Pearl Harbor was the first battle of a long war, and this is the first battle of a long war, and like as in Pearl Harbor, we lost this battle. In fact, this is going to turn out to be worse than Pearl Harbor. But as in the last war, we're going to win in the end. But it's going to be a long campaign, as Deputy Secretary Wolfowitz said yesterday. This is not a one-time thing. We're not going to talk about retaliation. Retaliation implies a tit for tat. We're talking about a war, and it's a campaign. And in a campaign, there are going to be a lot of battles. We're going to win some of these battles. We're going to lose some of these battles. There are going to be more civilian casualties on both sides. More Americans will die. Maybe there are more of these guys in the U.S. now. I certainly hope we catch them if they are. But I think now, my sense, talking to people just as I move around in Washington and New York, is that the American people are ready to understand and to be led by the President in what is going to be a very difficult task.
Larry Johnson, let's talk about the long war that Mr. Bremer is referring